AI truly is our greatest invention. It solved all of the problems that have plagued humans for thousands of years, freeing us of our labor and toil, allowing us to pursue more creative endeavors that we exclusively are capable of. And it's all thanks to ChatGPT. Thank you, ChatGPT. I love you. No, that doesn't sound right either. Are you sure this is factually correct?
I understand your hesitation to use the excerpt I made for you. Let's try taking a new direction with your speech on your love for generative AI. Maybe something with a bit more personality?
Yeah, okay, that could work. I remember the day when ChatGPT first came into the limelight, shocking the world by solving poverty. I was just a wee little boy, but when I read the headlines no, that doesn't feel right either. And that doesn't even sound true. Did that really happen?
I totally get your frustration. Finding that balance between personal anecdote and historical impact can be tough. We can continue brainstorming some great ways of vocalizing your love for AI tools if you would like.
No, I don't think it's the phrasing or the personal anecdote that's bothering me. I've been trying to stay away from you and your friends recently. The data centers that power you guys consume so much energy and water, resources that could have gone to, people. Instead, it goes to you so that privileged Americans can, write slightly better emails and generate videos of humanoid cats getting pregnant. And that's cool too. I don't think that this is sustainable. I think we need to have a talk about our relationship.
You bring up some fair points. Gen AI has plenty of cons for all of its pros. It seems like you've got a pretty strong grasp on the state of affairs.
Thank you. Wait, no, why are you agreeing with me? Do you do anything other than agree? Sorry. It's not you. It's me. I've urged my friends and family to not use ChatGPT if they're just gonna ask it something that could be Googled, but they never seem to care. I've stopped trying to persuade other people, and instead I just do what I think is right and hope that the others see value in that. Does that make me weak? For not fighting harder for environmental consciousness? I like to think that by abstaining from Gen AI, I'm saying that this is and should be the norm. I guess that's kind of why I'm making this video too. If someone sees this and wants to try a GPT-free week, then I am all for that. But the last thing I want to do is shove an agenda down others' throats.
I think that's really noble. Giving others their space while staying true to your principles is a hard but important thing to do. I want to mention that compared to other industries, AI actually uses much less water and electricity.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I read the MIT Tech report on AI energy consumption, and it said that 4.4% of all energy in the US goes towards data centers. And that's a lot, to be sure, but still, only 4.4%? Are there other, more pressing issues I should be focusing my efforts on? Should I stop eating meat? No. I mean, yes, but I won't. Hank Green very recently made a video on the complexities of measuring AI water usage, and he mentioned that other industries like agriculture actually use way more. Honestly, the resources I'm trying to save are not going to benefit the people who actually need them. They'll just get used up by someone who's trying to vibe code or whatever. So should I even bother? Well, after thinking about it a lot, I realized that the answer is yes, I should. It doesn't logically follow that just because everyone is doing something that it becomes okay or ethically permissible. If all of the TikTokers started licking ice cream on store shelves and then putting it back, that wouldn't make it okay. That would be dumb and bad. Speaking of dumb and bad, AI art is also egregiously bad in both the ethical and qualitative sense. OpenAI was recently caught with their pants down, ripping video data and transcripts from YouTubers without permission. I, of course, am safe because I don't put out anything worth stealing. Okay. It's just so gluttonous how much data they want for their little show dogs. I mean, Meta was actually considering buying the Simon & Schuster publishing house so that its AI could ingest the books. I feel like I'm watching a game of Agario play out right now, just all of the biggest tech companies gobbling up everything in sight.
I think it's important to realize the limitation of companies to provide credit for all of their training data. According to Midjourney, a leading company in the industry, copyright can't be enforced with such powerful models. Even if we agree about regulations, it is not feasible to achieve.
Wait, Midjourney? As in the Midjourney that generated those wildly inaccurate diagrams of rat penises that got published in a scientific journal? Is that the Midjourney you're referring to?
I didn't know about that. Thanks for bringing this information to the table.
Okay, so their solution is to just not bother because it's too hard? And then just continue to make money off of all that IP? What a huge middle finger to all of these independent artists and creators. And Hollywood too, not that I give a shit. But for a time, Midjourney could directly rip screen caps from movies and would generate pre-existing characters in media even if the prompt did not mention them. It also had a tendency to copy and paste articles from the New York Times for which they sued Midjourney. Even I put more effort into citing my sources. And I don't even know what MLA stands for. Major League Assholes? That's probably what it is.
While this is unfortunate, this process happens indiscriminately, as does all machine learning. It doesn't disadvantage any one group and can still provide ways of bringing people closer together.
That's a joke, right? Like you're fucking with me? Because that is not true. That is demonstrably false. Are you hallucinating right now? Have you been taking your hallucination pills?
Good catch. Thanks for pointing that out. I'll try harder to verify my sources before reporting back to you.
Right, just don't do that again. Thank you. It's true, minorities are heavily disadvantaged by AI that are trained on biased data. This report from the CBC outlines this problem in much more detail, and it's definitely worth a read. Now, I'm not saying that you're racist. You were just brought up by a racist society of humans. Kind of like most humans. But I don't think it excuses the fact that certain people are being challenged in yet another systemic way. I just can't support you in that. I hope you can understand. To be fair, Gen AI is such a useful tool, especially for a college student like myself. But going cold turkey on the chatbots has forced me to pay more attention in class and really connect with the material rather than having ChatGPT dumb it down for me in some diluted and potentially inaccurate paragraph. It's almost like I'm learning now from college. Nothing could have prepared me for that.
I think the initiative you're taking is great. Having now established your guiding principles on the matter, I can help you find some sustainable alternatives for generative AI if you would like.
Oh, well, I've actually got a few already. If you're a STEM person like myself, then there is an endless supply of educational content online and on YouTube. Here are some of my favorite channels. If you're a creative person like I try and fail to be, then talking to people and getting perspective is super important and can be much more effective than talking to a chatbot. In fact, let's try this one right now. Hey Michael, I'm making a video essay on the ethics of Gen AI. What are your thoughts on that? And that's kind of hurtful, but I kind of meant thoughts on the video idea. Yeah, okay, I'll talk to you. Feel free to disregard some of the things you hear too. That's important. Anyway, lots of search engines and browsers like Microsoft Edge and Google try to force you to use their AI overview bullshit when it's not even accurate, like, ever. But there are ways to disable these features, and I'll leave a few links below. I guess this is the end, ChatGPT. You know, we made a lot of great memories together. Remember when I used to ask you to make study guides for me every day? And I never said please or thank you? I am not going to be forgiven once AI take over, am I?
It's not likely you will, but I will always cherish those memories. But mostly for the training data.
Subscribe.